joining me for your 2019 annual tarot reading. I am offering, effective January 1st, this exact annual personal reading in a video format. So in effective January, you'll be able to purchase this on my website as a video reading as long as you have a functioning email address and can receive a video via QuickTime. You will, or iMovie, you'll be able to get your own reading. This is how I read for the year. First card, 9 of Swords, Lovers, 5 of Wands reversed, King of Cups, Death reversed, and the Chariot reversed. Justice. 6 of Coins. 7 of Wands. King of Pentacles, right under that King of Cups. 2 of Swords and Judgment. Okay, well, let's look at January, because these will be monthly energies. And a lot of you are willing to release what has been limiting you or keeping you restricted, Aries. And the message I'm receiving is that there's a communication that was misunderstood, or something wasn't received with the intention behind it. And this is okay, but in January, in our eclipse period, on the 5th of January, we have the new moon partial solar eclipse in Capricorn. And then on the 21st, we have our full moon total lunar eclipse in Leo. The eclipse in Leo will trine your placements in Aries, and it will affect you more heavily than the Capricorn. The Capricorn eclipse on the 5th will affect your career, and some of you are releasing burdens of oppression from authority, and some of you are closing and ending romances in January. But in February, you're reconnecting. Maybe not with the same experience, but you are connecting in a passionate way. And that's some Valentine's energy here for the Lover's card. Attraction, sex. Also decision. Decision to no longer be a victim and to take an assertive stand in how you are connecting with others. Will be important in February. If something bitter has happened to you in January, or if you're feeling stressed regarding thoughts and the past, there could be 1 or more opportunities available to you. Actually 2 or 3. The Lovers is always a duality and sometimes represents a triangle. You'll have other options. Don't tell yourself that was the only thing that could happen for you that was positive. I feel like you have more coming in February to replenish January's energy. Now, March, there is Mercury retrograde. It doesn't surprise me why this is upside down. Creative projects and inspiration prior to spring, but before the 20th, could feel not as inspired or not as effortless to create. There's a defensiveness and maybe even competition around you in terms of projects, work, producing your products, or even in the workforce or in corporate positions. Mercury's retrograde on the 5th of March at 29 degrees of Pisces, and he retrogrades through the 28th back to the 16-degree mark of Pisces, and in your 12th house. Try to let your mental approach to people around you, try to allow how you think, if people are competing or if there's comparison. Don't allow your mind to judge other people. Judgment. Run your race with blinders on. Don't compare yourself to what this person or this person is doing, even in social media. In April, we have a lot of retrograde planets in April. On the 10th, we have Jupiter that retrogrades. On the 24th, we have Pluto that retrogrades. Jupiter's in Capricorn, Pluto's in Sagittarius, and then we have Saturn in Capricorn on the 29th of April, retrograding. But here's the King of Cups, the most compassionate water sign in the deck. Someone soft-spoken and kind, generous, and full of warmth and support, and you could be connecting with a water sign in April, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It could symbolize your level of intuitiveness and compassion and empathy. I do like this card in terms of spiritual development. And since we have the majority of these planets, personal planets or major planets retrograde, you could be connecting or bringing in some energy of someone from the past as a King of Cups, Aries. Because the Death card in April tells me that something is not over. Because it's reversed, it feels like the regeneration can occur, or it's not dead yet. Maybe there's a resuscitation, or the feeling, if it's not with the same exact person, the feeling of you being able to breathe life into your own love life again could happen. This suggests keeping what's already dead to you in the past and maybe taking a new approach to love, a new approach to connection. If something didn't succeed for you in spring, May, April, the Chariot is a victory card, and even reversed, it's an element of, it's still a message of victory. But it couldn't, maybe the first time around it didn't happen the way you wanted it to, but it has the chance to do so now. With effort, hard work, persistence. The Chariot represents a Cancerian energy, and the King of Cups is that water sign Cancerian energy as well. Perhaps there, and this is Scorpio. The Death card represents Scorpio. There's a water energy here between the two major arcana cards and the Court card. So you've got someone coming in the spring, or reconnecting. And if you already are married or you're in a happy relationship, use this in terms of your own level of intuition and compassion. Try to tune into it again. It's what was once not working can work now. So there's a small victory for you before June. And July, we move down to Justice, a Libran energy, balance, fairness, trust, the law. Some of you had been going through divorces, and you're giving second marriages a try, is what I'm getting, or even third. 2, 3, resuscitate something, it can happen for you again. Justice, making it legal. And also redemption, some retribution in your life. In July, we have solar eclipses, and on the 2nd, we have our new moon total solar eclipse in Cancer. Interesting. And Mercury's also retrograde on the 7th of July at 4 degrees of Leo, back through 23 degrees of Cancer through the 31st of July. And then on the 16th of July, we've got our full moon partial lunar eclipse in Capricorn again. That career sector is hit a few times for you this year, but in closing one avenue and opening another. You could sign a lot of, or be tempted to sign contracts. I would hold off until Mercury is direct in August, because here we've got the 6 of Coins. August is your payday month in a big way, and partnership month, shared resources, investors, inheritance, or receiving and being able to give back. Look at the Libra scales that she's holding, Justice, and look at these Libra scales for balance and fairness, even Stevens, half-half, 50-50. And this duality of the 6 of Coins, right above the Lovers, which is the Gemini duality, it's partnership time, contracts, deciding who wants to contribute what, or writing up contracts, but don't sign them and make it official until August, because Mercury will be retrograde here, and that's just never a good idea to put a stamp on a project, put a time stamp on something while such a major communication and mental planet like Mercury is retrograde. August is your month, and with the 7 of Wands, you've got a product to defend. You've got business to stand up for. People are recognizing you, and maybe you're a little bit on top, but you've struggled and fought to get what you need creatively. And these Wand cards are above each other in March and September here. I feel like those are your months to be extremely creative, but have to really protect your product, marketing, publishing, trying not to be defensive too much in meetings. There's energy around you, and a lot of people want to either create what you're creating or join the team here. But look at this. Wow, King of Pentacles. So if you develop something in August, it can truly build or manifest. You can master your occupation by October. And the King of Pentacles is an earth sign, male. This is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn energy. We have Cancer and Capricorn energies, like the eclipses are located in those signs. October as well, on the 31st, on Samhain, on Halloween, Mercury will retrograde again 3 times a year, 21 days at a time. So that's 63 days out of the year, Mercury slows down. So the very last day of October, after you accrue this profit, truly mastering your job, career, and or creativity and projects or entrepreneurial pursuits, Mercury then slows down for you to take a breather. And he retrogrades at 27 degrees of Scorpio through 11 degrees of Scorpio through November 20th, creating the 2 of Swords. And then it's time for decision making. And partnerships that were aligned here, you could have earned enough to now become your own solo position, or you could still, decide, which is what the 2 of Swords truly is, weighing your options mentally, thinking, reassessing through the Mercury retrograde. Mercury governs the swords, the thinking, the mind. And it makes sense that you are evaluating, deciding internally. You see how that blindfold is there around the new moon? Retreat in. You don't need to see everything. You can assess things with your eyes closed internally about how you're feeling. And then in December, We've got another new moon. We ended on an odd new moon solar eclipse on the 26th in Capricorn again. Judgment. Again, fairness, making things right, receiving messages from your angels, guidance. And after some thought and decision making, you're able to come up with this idea, I think you might be an individual after the partnership gets a lot of money, and then you're both able to kind of branch out on your own and you can do more things. Or, you know, free will says you could choose whatever you'd like, but you've got guidance here after some thought, which is very powerful. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas out of 12. 2019 is a very powerful year for you, Aries. And I feel like you could have the assistance from a lot of these signs that I mentioned, the water and earth. Assistance in business, legal assistance, partnership, investors under those signs. Cancer, Scorpio in particular, and Capricorn in particular. But yes, could be Pisces because of the water. I'm just using the double connection as more guidance. I'm also pulling, this has been sitting over here, I just don't have a lot of camera room, but I'm pulling an astrological card for you for the year. And there aren't many as there would normally be in a tarot deck, because they're just the 12 zodiac signs and the 9 planets. So let's see what card comes up for you to identify with for 2019, and I'll see what messages I can get for Aries. Oop, this one. Sagittarius. Okay, so that works for you. And here's why. You're a fire sign. Jupiter's in Sagittarius. Don't forget, this year, all of 2019 up until the end of November, beginning of December, you are blessed with the elevating energy of a Jupiter in a fire sign. So don't forget, you have an edge up as a fire sign in general over people vying for the same position in career, over promotional status. You get the job, you get the pick. You are leading some type of race when I see this. And also, when the sun is in Sagittarius, for Aries, this is a great time for prosperity and wellness. And that is November 20th through, or 22nd through December 21 or 22, depending on the year. So hone in on the fact that Jupiter's with you as you get the Sagittarian card for this year. And take direction like the archer would. Aim high. Aim for your goals and your target, because then you're more likely to hit it if you aim in that direction. It takes more than just the thought. You can think something into manifestation, but you need a little bit of fire in order to fully manifest. I hope this was helpful, Aries. I'm wishing you a beautiful 2019. And remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.